Channel 15's Nightcast at 11.
Good evening. The Fort Wayne man who killed 4 people, including his brother, still faces the death penalty.
News Channel 15 has followed the twists and turns in this case for more than a decade. News Channel 15's Don Austin joins us now with the latest in tonight's top story. Don?
Heather and Mark, 34-year-old Joseph Corcoran is headed to death row. On Tuesday, the U.S. Supreme Court threw out a ruling for the appeals court and reinstated his death sentence. The High Court found that the lower court made a mistake in January when it said the death sentence violated Indiana law. The justices said this week that federal courts can only review state cases for violations of federal law. In 1999, a jury convicted Corcoran of killing 4 men, including his brother and his sister's fiancé. Those murders happened in July of 1997. Corcoran's attorneys have claimed he's mentally ill, suffering from paranoid schizophrenia. They also claimed his constitutional rights may have been violated along the way. Here's a brief timeline of Joseph Corcoran's key court dates and rulings and the twists and turns that bring this case to where it stands today. August 27, 1999, Corcoran is sentenced to death. Just over a year later, in December of 2000, a review of the death sentence is ordered. Nearly 2 years later, in September of 2002, the original death sentence ruling is upheld. Corcoran is scheduled to be executed on June 21, 2005. Just 9 days before the execution is supposed to happen, it's put on hold due to claims of Corcoran's mental illness. The death penalty decision was reviewed again in 2009. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court's decision from earlier this week reinstating the death penalty. And before being convicted of the 1997 quadruple killing, Corcoran was also tried for murdering his parents in Steuben County. That happened in 1992, and he was 17 years old at the time. The grand jury found him not guilty of that crime. There's a possibility he may try to have the U.S. Supreme Court review his case again. Don Austin, News Channel 15.